Adam, a frustrating afternoon after such a late goal.
Yeah. Look, there's no way to. There's not much to say other than it's absolutely gutting to concede really late. The frustration came from one. I think the first half performance, we couldn't quite work it out. We were absolutely fine with them having the ball at the back. We trust our back line, and the aim was for them to kick it long so we could retain possession. I think on one or two occasions we just jumped too early, so it was a frustrating first half. Second half we made the change in terms of the shape, got on the ball a little bit more, and we created a lot of chances towards the end, and just not converted. And you know what, fair play to them, they were much improved from the team that played us at home, and they stayed in the game. And if you stay in the game, you've got a chance to win it, and they've taken it.
Because obviously it was such a fairly comprehensive win last week. Obviously 2 late goals probably made it closer than it was. What do you put the change down to in the space of 7 days?
I think maybe us as a management team, we've obviously mixed things up today, knowing that we're coming and playing against a slightly different side and a setup. So maybe we take that one on the chin today. I think we'll always take responsibility. We shifted some personnel around, obviously protecting one or two others. We've still got Clem returning from an injury. Ashton had a cold during the week, been quite poorly. Charlie had been quite poorly. So maybe a little bit of that change in consistency has probably caused it. So we'll take that one on the chin.
And ultimately, is it a game where you look back and go, if you can't win, don't lose, and you probably try and take out of it a 0-0, but for that error late on? Yeah,
and I don't think we're in any real danger. It's just a frustration that it's come from us and our decision making towards the end. And when the game gets frantic and you have those moments, then these things you're always in danger of. So the most frustrating part of the afternoon will be that we could have put that game to bed in the second half a fair amount. So don't lose, take a point, but a point would have still been frustrating if I'm honest on the balance of things.
Because it kind of felt, I guess, especially in those last sort of 15-20 minutes, as though there probably was, if there was going to be a winner, there was only going to be one winner, and then a real sucker punch, I guess. Difficult to try and lift them after that?
No, it won't be. The boys are very honest. Look, the nice part about this group is it's a good group, they're together and they're honest. So we are very honest, candour and conversation, even if it's a little bit heated. They'll be disappointed and we're disappointed, but that's football, and we've been on the end of some of them positively back at some games. So today it's Yaxley's day, and fair play to them.
I've got a week's break now. A good time is it to have a week off, and I think that's pretty much it for the midweek games, barring any postponements.
Yeah. No, actually, I think we'll be chomping at the bit. We'll be chomping at the bit to get back to training on Tuesday, and we've obviously still been bringing players in, establish a little bit more of that consistency. And look, I think today's one of them for us as a management team. We take responsibility for that. We've really pushed for the win, and as you rightfully said, if you're not going to win the game, which it looked like we could have played forever, and their keeper would have kept them in it, to be fair, and then don't lose. So we'll take that one today, and we'll work on it.
It's obviously still got a few missing. Hoping to have any back for next week, or is it going to come a bit too soon?
I think next week might be too soon, but Chandler and Zaki are very close. They'll obviously have to get up to a level of match fitness, but it'd be really nice to welcome them back as senior players. And outside of that, we've built the squad pretty much that we want now, especially with those balls returning. It's very competitive. Any player can come in and do a really good job, so we're in a nice position still.